Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses in the morning. So, gang. Made a video last night, man, talking about my accomplishment of being 90 days sober, right? Yeah, I know I lost a little weight. And I said a lot. I was already kind of, in the down in the dumps or whatever, kind of distraught at the time of making that video. But that was very real. Like I said, I was being very real. I was being very authentic and transparent and all of that. So I was thinking about this. What's up? I was thinking about something that my therapist and I actually spoke about pertaining to my job, pertaining to my lifestyle and the life that I want to lead. And like I said, we don't agree on everything, which is cool, but he keeps on trying to convince me to care about certain things that I don't really care about. You know? I was telling him that I do YouTube a little bit and Facebook, and I was probably gonna start getting back into tarot card reading. But he was saying that I should take pride in my job, even though it's not something that I actually like. You know what I mean? So he was saying that my job, whatever my job is, I help people. It makes the people who live here feel more comfortable. It makes other people's jobs better. And I was just telling him, like, bro, I don't want to give back to the world in that way. With these skills or with this state of mind or with the function that I have, I don't really care about that. Like, if I give back to the community, if I give back to the world, I want it to be something that I give, that I want to do, that I value, something that makes me feel good, something that's in alignment with my purpose. And to be honest with you, I don't really care as far as his advice, because that's more right hand, white lighter, hippie, dippy type stuff. And I'm just like, bro, helping people is helping people, which is cool. But if I'm in a bad mood when I do it, if I have negative energy surrounding me when I do it, if I feel shameful and all of that, if I feel negative while I do it, I don't want to do it at all, number one. And I don't want to contribute to the world with that type of energy. That's like cooking for somebody and you're sick at the same time, sneezing and coughing in the food. They may or may not get sick. They're gonna get some nutrients, but why the fuck do you want? Why would you want to cook for somebody and prepare their food and touch all on their meal when you're sick? When you got the swine flu, like that's not good for anybody. Like I have to constantly be sick and cook for people who don't even appreciate the fucking food. Or they might appreciate the food, but they don't even think about the chef. They don't consider who, just like going to a restaurant. Do you think about the person who made this food? No, I don't, because I worked in a lot of restaurants and I know they didn't do anything different than what they usually do. I know that if there was a different chef back there or somebody just got hired today and they were taught properly how to make the food, it's not gonna taste any different. They didn't put any thought into they didn't put any special, anything really in it. They might have put some extra love in it because they actually like their job, they're appreciative of their job, and it's putting their kids through college. But other than that, bro, you get what's on the menu. You're gonna get what's in their little book. A quarter ounce of this, a half of this, a teaspoon of that. You can't really mess it up, bro. And the more you do it, the less of you is gonna be inside it. So that's my whole thing. Do you think it's crazy? Do you think I'm just so strange that I don't really care to really help these people, to have this whole, you know what? As long as I'm helping, like, bro, I don't care about that, bro. Like I said, I care about being useful in society and all of that. That's important. But I want to do what I want to do just like everybody else. And it seems like a lot of people get to do what they want to do. I didn't say most, I said a lot. If some people don't want to work, they don't work. Some people go get a job they want to get, and that job makes them feel good. It might not be making them millions of dollars, but that's how you get to it because you constantly fill yourself with positive energy. You don't feel resentful. You know what I think about when I wake up in the morning? I have to give my best parts of my day, the most potent parts of my energy to this job. To this job, I don't want to do that. That's like having a child that you don't like. Probably, I don't know. I don't know. But that's probably how my mom felt when she was raising me like, I gotta, my youth, my beauty, my potency. I gotta give it to this little crazy gremlin. Can't have a boyfriend. I can't go out. I can't have regular female friends. I gotta deal with this weird motherfucker. Like, that's probably now I feel it. I feel it now. I get it. Nah, but at the end of the day, it's choices I made. But I made multiple videos on that. I don't. When I was working at McDonald's, and if you watch me a lot, you should know what I'm about to say. My dad told me before the first day, he said, son, there's gonna be all kind of people that work here. There's gonna be crackheads that work here. There's gonna be felons. There's gonna be people that just got out of prison. There's gonna be people that's on the list. There's gonna be people who are never gonna be anything in life. There's gonna be people who work in this establishment that this is the only thing they're gonna do in their life. There's gonna be people who all they wanna do is make manager and keep making this little money, and they're gonna die working at McDonald's. You need to limit how much you interact with them and socialize with them because that's not the plan for you. This is just a job. And there are gonna be people in there who may seem cool, they may be having fun, they may make the job look nice, but don't socialize with them. Just do your work, come home. And at the end of the day, he told me that same thing when I worked at an alternative school. I mean, I went to an alternative school when I got kicked out when I was in 7th grade. You know, I got in trouble because I was socializing, because I was at a table, I had a table full of people listening to whatever story I was telling. And the thing about that is, one of my teachers called my dad, we had a little meeting, and she was like, Aaron, you are so intelligent, you are so smart, but this is not the place for you to be a social butterfly. And I was like, bro, that was the reason that I was having issues at my regular school, because I was not making friends. And I get to the alternative school and I feel finally like I've been in. I know these people are this, and this, but you don't want to make friends with these people. And I'm like, nigga. So you're not going to recommend that I go back to the regular public school system if I socialize? Like, that's bogus, bro. But at the end of the day, you do have to protect your energy, though. You have to protect your energy. You have to make sure that you don't get drawn into certain situations by socializing with the wrong people. Definitely. So the whole point is, when people do certain things to get through hard times, sometimes those are the wrong people to socialize with. Sometimes you're supposed to feel the negativity and all the sorrow, all the anger, all the depression. Sometimes you're supposed to feel that just to get yourself out of that bad situation. If you live in a bad neighborhood, or if you have a job you don't like, a lot of people try to make the most of it and try to find joy inside all that negativity. But sometimes finding that joy inside the negativity and your bad circumstance can hold you back. Sometimes that's just a distraction from what you are actually capable of reaching. Because if you don't like where you're at, all of that anger, all that negativity, all that guilt, all that shame, all that sadness, a lot of that can add potency to your movement to be greater, to be better. Why are you trying to make yourself comfortable? It's not like this is a broken leg. And if it was okay, look, so when I was younger, I got a sprain. I'm not trying to tell you all these stories, but I got a sprain, and it was a weird type of situation because the doctor said that that tissue only exists in teenagers. That doesn't really, that usually, that goes away in adults during puberty, freshman or sophomore year. So they didn't have anything really to help me out. He said this is called a moving injury or something like that. And he said the best thing for me to do was to actually work through the pain, was to strengthen this muscle, or to strengthen. I tore a tendon. I tore a tendon that doesn't exist in adults that connects the ball and joint to my pelvis. So my leg to my pelvis, there's a tendon that connects the leg to the pelvis. And he said the best way to heal this is to keep moving it, even though it's painful, because it'll strengthen the muscles around where I actually tore this tendon, and it'll make it stronger, and I won't rely on this tendon as much, and it won't hurt. It'll hurt, but it'll heal properly because I don't have to depend on it. That's how these negative circumstances are in my mind. I'm not trying to laugh and take opioids to get through the pain like I did with that muscle injury. Sometimes you gotta feel it. You shucking and jiving at work, you having a good old time working your McDonald's job is not gonna get you out that circumstance. That's only gonna make it easier for you to be a loser and keep on going back to those weird situations where you're barely making enough money to pay your bills and you only have $50 a month to your name. That's not what you need to do. If you live in that circumstance, if you live in a neighborhood that you don't like, that's not safe for your kids, if you have a job that's not safe for your spiritual development, that's not helping you, that's not aiding and assisting you when it comes to your spiritual development, that's not a benefit for you, that doesn't make you feel good, that doesn't make you feel proud when you tell people what you do or you try to avoid the situation, you don't need to be trying to have fun and just get through the day. You need to feel that pain. You need to feel that anger. You need to feel whatever negative comes up, sit with it, meditate on it, and affirm that this is going to transform your life and that's going to get you through this. Because if you don't like it, if you get sick and tired of it, you're not going to keep returning through it to it. You're going to find some way to escape this situation, whether it be reading, whether it be a school, whether it be entrepreneurship, whether it be doing research and finding out, hey, these people have some kind of tuition reimbursement and I can actually do this, or they have a situation where I could work from home. And if I work from home, then I can do school from home on my break, like something. This, all of the negativity that you feel, you could use that. You could use it to put yourself in a better situation. But yeah, I'm done getting ready for work. I think I got my water. Got my water? No, that's not my right water. But that's it, man. That's Aaron Moses in the morning. Let me know in the comments what you think about that first situation I was speaking about, as far as me not wanting to contribute to the world in a way that I don't value. Do you think that that's unreasonable? You think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm just so selfish that I should let people tell me what I should care about? Let me know. Peace.